What's that?
Did you say ice today? That I feel like it was right here?
No, ma'am. I haven't seen it.
Let's go open.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Okay.
All right. YouTube, what's going on? She got Professor Smillgood, and we back, baby. All right, here we go. All right, so today's topic is successful people, they always leave behind crumbs. Always. I'll say it again, just in case you didn't catch it. Successful people, hey, young fellas, y'all come over here for a second. Y'all need to hear this. What's your name? Isaiah. What's your name? Mateen. You got a Muslim name, too. My name's Isa. Everybody call me Professor Smillgood. All right. All right, now stay right there, and I want you to watch for a second. Yes, sir.
What female clear you got?
Oh, man. This top seller right here for the ladies is called Dime Piece right here. That's $7. That bottle lasts you 5 months right there.
She don't want any color.
She looking for some clear ones?
Yeah.
Okay. A clear one that I have, Super Fresh Laundry. Smells like clean clothes on Sunday.
Is it a clear? Is it?
It's clear. Yeah, the bottle is blue.
Oh. How much is this one?
That's $5 right there.
Yeah. Let me get this one.
All right.
She was saying the color worked out just right down.
It has to be clear, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Find that. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
All right.
All right. All right, so here we go. Now, successful people always leave breadcrumbs behind them. I'll say it again. You want to be successful? You want to be successful? What is it that you want to do? You want to be a doctor. What is it that you want to do? Huh? You want to be a singer? Have you started on your little singer thing? You know anybody that sings? You hang around people that sing?
Some people.
Some people, if you want to be a good singer, hang around people that sing. All right? Anybody that sings, be around the people that sing and you'll become a great singer. Got it? All right. Mateen, right? All right. How's it going, sir?
All right.
All right. You say you want to be a doctor, right? You know any doctors personally? You do? Okay. How often do you hang around them?
Mostly every day.
Mostly every day. Smart man. Congratulations. All right, that's good. That's very good, man. Stay around whoever you want to be like, wherever you want to be, accompany yourself around them so you know what's going to happen. You're going to learn how to be perfect at it by the time you get 18. Now, I know right now you ain't 18, right? How old are you? 10. I thought that. How old are you? 12. All right, you guys are young, man. Start right now and stay away from the negative people. Bad people, stay away from them. You understand? All right? All right, y'all got something good, all right? All right. What's my name? Forgot already. Professor Smith. Professor Smith, all right? All right, fellas, don't forget to do what I told you, all right? All right, have a good one now. All right, so here we go. Success always leave behind crumbs. Successful people always leave behind breadcrumbs or crumbs behind them. All right, I'll say it again. Successful people are so unselfish people. They always leave crumbs behind them so you can see how they got to where they are. Now here's the question. Why did they leave the breadcrumbs behind? Because they want you to be in the same position that they are in. Right? They want you to be in the same position. Good morning.
I'm good. So my brother, you all
How's it
right?
going? You right?
Assalamu alaikum.
Are you sit down?
Good, how you feel?
Pretty good, sir.
Good, yeah, man.
All right.
Everything good?
Oh yeah, everything is going great. All right. So, successful people. Yes, sir.
It start next week, man.
Which one?
Mardi Gras.
Oh, you was telling me about New Orleans, right? Okay.
You went interested now.
I won't be able to. I'm already booked and planned for other plans.
Oh.
But you know, I appreciate you telling me that, and I'll keep that in mind just in case.
It's a good deal, man. I
Yeah.
wouldn't lie to you. If I was on there, I'd be right there now.
But you know what? Consistency is everything to me.
Huh?
Consistency is everything to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah. So I appreciate you telling me about that.
Oh, I got what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You got
I-
regular.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate
Okay.
that. All right. Here we go. What was I saying, man? A lot of times I be going, and I forget what I be saying. All right. So I was talking about. Okay. Now, successful people, they're so unselfish that they always leave behind crumbs behind them so you can see how to get where they are. So they want you to be in the same position as them, but the thing is, they're not going to give it to you on a silver platter. Why? Because you won't be able to handle it, right? You won't be able to handle it. You see what I'm saying? You will not be able to handle it. It's just like, for example, you see a guy that's buff, right? My man's buff, and it looks like my man can lift 500 pounds. And he said, oh man, I want to lift the same amount of weight that you could, and I want to do it right away. He said, oh, you want to do it right away? Sure, no problem. Here, get underneath the bench. 500, know what happened? Boom, go straight on his chest, just like this, right? And God forbid, if he ain't got no help, guess what? He's a dead man, right? Don't try to rush things, man. Get the small weights. That man, they can lift 500 pounds, right? He wasn't always like that, right? He started off maybe putting 2 10s on each side. Boom, 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 boom. He probably did a rep of 15, right? So, and then he put the 25. Good morning, miss. How are you?
Fine.
All right. Can I give you a free sample when you come back out? All right. Even if it smells just like your smile look? Even if it smells just like your smile look? That means you got to smell really good, right? All right. So, here we go. So, how's it going, fam? So next you put the 25 on both sides, and then you hit that, boom, make a repetition of that until what? Your muscles actually get bigger, right? And you get stronger. And then after that, that's like weight to you. You put the 35s, and then you go to the 45s, right? And then you put 2 45s on each side. You see how that works? And then 3 45s on each side until you reach the point where you can actually lift 500 pounds, right? Don't try to, man. Instant gratification is very dangerous. You understand? Instant gratification is very dangerous. Now let's get back to the point. Good morning, sir. All right, can I give you a free sample when you come back out? All right, now here we go. Now what's the significance of the bread, of the crumbs, right? Now, that person that's successful, he's all the way out there where he said, man, this guy, he's doing it big, man, I want to be just like him, right? And so, they say, okay, listen. You had a chance to have a conversation with the very successful guy, and you know what he said to you? He said, listen, if you really want to get where I am right now, let me take you somewhere. Walk with me. You're not going to drive? Come and walk with me, right? They get on the journey walking 16 miles backwards, right? Back from the journey where he came from, right? Walking 16 miles, the guy, he said, listen, man, I'm tired, man. We've been walking for 16 miles. Can we just get in the car? Can we just take a bus? Why are we walking 16 miles? This ain't got nothing to do with being successful. The whole time, the guy that he's walking with, quiet. Ain't say one word. The guy that is taking him on the journey, one word. He ain't say anything, right? So that's the thing. When you know what you know what you know, man. You ain't got to prove anything to anybody. Me, myself, Professor Smell Good. It's not arrogance. I'm not bragging, but I know that I'm good. I know that I'm good, and I know that I'm still learning at the same time. I know that I'm good. I don't need outside validation. I don't need nobody on the outside to say, hey, Professor Smell Good, you good. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me that, but I already know that, right? You want to know why? Because I know myself. I know myself. Every single day, I'm praying and I'm thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a gift that he gave me. And I'm not going to let it go to waste. I will not let it go to waste. You understand? Now, so back on the journey, he's taking them backwards. And so finally, 16 miles, it's a 16-mile walk. Finally get there to the very first, and the guy was wondering, he said, man, I wonder why, you know, I've been walking with you for 16 miles and I've been seeing these crumbs the whole time. And now we get to the very first crumb, and you're going to say, listen, this is where you start. You want to be where I was, 16 miles from where I came from? Start right here. You have a good one. I'm going to leave you on your own from here. All right? Actually, no. I'm going to take you back a little bit further. What's going on, fam? I'm going to take you back a little bit further. That's the first crumb. I'm going to take you back further than the first crumb. All right? Let's go another 2 miles. So another 2 miles, right? You walk back another 2 miles. There is absolutely no crumbs at all. I'm actually going slow with this. There is absolutely no crumbs at all. No crumbs at all. Right? No crumbs at all. And then the guy tell you, you walk 2 miles backwards. How's it going, sir? You all right? Free something for you when you come back out?
I'm straight for the day, bro.
All right. All right, so here we go. He walked 2 miles back, past, way past, right? The first crumbs. And so the guy who took him on a journey that said, you know, he said, you want to be like me? Let me show you. So he said, listen, this little leaf right here, this big leaf right here, I want you to step in. I just want you to step right here in front of me. Step in right there. All right? So he steps right there. And lo and behold, when he steps, it's a foxhole. And he falls right down in the hole. He falls right down in the hole. And so the guy who told him to step there, he said, listen, this is where you're going to start. All right? This is called rock bottom. Find your way out. And if you're serious, I'll see you at my destination where I'm at right now. Have a good one. And he walks away. That's it. And he walks away. That's it. He's there alone by himself. Reality kicks in. This is rock bottom. What he's teaching them is that if you want to be where I'm at, you got to hit rock bottom first. You have to hit rock bottom first. All right, you guys have a great day. All right. You got to hit rock bottom first. You feel what I'm saying? So he's down in the well. He's like, man, how in the world am I going to get out of here? So he's looking around. He's looking around and he's looking around, right? And so when he look around, guess what? He see a stick, right? Now, the capacity of the deep hole is what? It's approximately what? 10 feet. It's 10 feet. My man's is 5'1". So if he don't have hops and he can't touch the rim, guess what? You got to find a way. You out of luck, but you got to find a way.
Okay, babe, I'm ready for my stuff.
Okay, here we go. All right, I'm making a video on YouTube.
Here I am all in the back, like, with my scarf
Oh,
on.
no, you okay? You okay?
What's your YouTube,
Suna Aroma.
because I mean, me and my daughter, we always on there.
S-U-N-A-H. Aroma, A-R-O-M-A.
Okay, say it again. It's called Sense.
Suna.
Oh,
S-U.
Suna.
Just put sun, S-U-N,
Okay.
and then N-A-H. That's Suna.
Okay,
And then
Suna.
aroma, like aromatherapy.
Suna Aroma. So
Yep.
you doing this? Oh my, I got to go on there.
Yep.
I'm gonna show my daughter. She was up here one time I got some perfume to do, and you gave her. You actually gave her.
I remember that, yeah.
And she was like, oh my goodness, it's just so nice. So wait till I tell her.
I appreciate that. So guess what? Now you're gonna be famous now. So when you walk around, they say, hey, listen, can I get your autograph? Tell me about it when you come back, all right?
I'm gonna check the channel out. No, that's a receipt.
You need that?
You know what I mean.
Okay, all right, great.
Have a good day.
All right, you tell. All right, here we go. So back to the video. So my man 5'1", so you know he can't jump and touch the rim, which is 10 foot, approximately the capacity of the deep hole. So he's trying to find a way to get up out of there, right? So what he did was he took a stick, right? He took a stick that was approximately 5 foot, right? Hey, how you doing? Approximately 3 foot, right? The stick was very firm, right? The stick was a very firm stick, it won't break. So, but it's 3 foot. It's only 3 foot tall. So he put it like this way, right? He put it this way against the wall, right? He put it this way against the wall. That's actually Tai Chi, by the way. All right, so he put it that way. He put it this way, right, against the wall. She's not here yet. Put it this way against the wall. So what he did was he stepped up it, right? But guess what? He still got to jump 7 foot up because it's 3 and there's 7 foot. They equal 10 foot. You follow me? All right. So he jumps and he noticed that he's still short 2 foot. So he's scratching his brain and he's like, man, how in the world I'm going to get out of here? I don't jump. I can't jump high enough. So what happens is he said, you know what? In order for me to actually jump up there, now I don't have the muscles in my leg to do it now, I will have to do leg raises, right? We will have to do leg raises at least for 3 weeks to a month, right? Until I get the strength, right? Until I get the strength where I can jump and I can touch the rim. So that's what he does. He does that for a good, he do it for the first week. Hey, how you doing? He does it for a week. You know what happens? He don't touch the top, but he doesn't touch the rim of it. But guess what? He noticed that he just jumped at least 3 to 4 inches higher than he did last time. Next week, he's doing the leg raises again. You see? Right? He's doing the leg raises again. What's good, fam?
You all right?
Oh, yeah. So the next week, he noticed that he jumped 5 more inches. And then 3rd week, he said, you know what? I'm about to work out extra hard so I can jump and touch the rim. So he did 3 times the amount of reps, right? Right? And so what happened? The 3rd week, but right before the 4th week, he touched the rim, he grabbed it, and he put his other hand on there, right? And guess what? He pulled himself up. He tried to pull himself up, but he noticed that he wasn't strong enough. He noticed that his muscle wasn't strong enough to lift his body up. You follow me? So he said, oh, okay, good. My legs is good, but guess what? Now I have to work on my arm strength. So guess what? He's down there. He's doing the push-ups, subhanAllah. He's doing the push-up. Boom, 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 boom. He's doing the push-ups, right? For a whole week. He went back up there, jumped up there, right? Pulled himself up. His head is over now, right? But he can't get everything here. Guess what? The next week, he boom, 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 boom. 2nd week, he jumps up there. Guess what? Now he's like this right here, right? So the 3rd week, he did the same thing that he did with his legs, and he boom, push up. He said, I'm gonna do 3 times the amount of reps. Boom. 3rd week, what happened? He jumped up there and he pulled himself all the way up. You see what I'm saying? He got out of there, right? Rock bottom will make you so creative, man. Rock bottom will make you do some things that you never thought that you can do. Rock bottom will make you come up with ideas that you never thought that you had in your mind, right? Rock bottom is a blessing. You follow me? So he out of there, right? So now he really appreciates the journey. He said, okay, I did all of this work to get out of there. I really got to go on this journey. I don't care if I have to walk 2 miles. So guess what? He's walking 2 miles to go get that breadcrumb. Very wise advice. Very wise advice from the guy that put him in that hole. You see? Think about it. If he would have just put him in, if he would have just started him where the breadcrumbs was, guess what? He would have got tired. He wouldn't appreciate the first breadcrumb. Now, guess what? Now, when he's walking with a smile, right? He's walking with a smile, energy, enthused the whole 2 miles that he get there. So when he finally get there to get that first breadcrumb is like breaking his fast. You follow me? He appreciates it, right? He appreciates it, right? Why you think people that don't have much, people that are always privileged to have something, right? When they go without, they cry, right? Good morning, miss. How are you? Can I give you a free sample when you come back out? Think about it. Okay, so I guarantee you that they crumble because they never been through the hard times. So when the hard times come, they crumble. You see? They've been spoiled their whole life. So when you just came out that well, you learn to appreciate even the little of success. All right, so here we go. So he ate the first breadcrumb. He noticed that when he ate the first breadcrumb, this breadcrumb tastes so delicious, man. And so he's like, wow, I love the way that breadcrumb tastes. Now, he didn't tell me that it would taste this good, so he's traveling to go and get the next breadcrumb. Guess what? The next breadcrumb is not 5 foot away, right? The next breadcrumb is what? It's 200 feet away. You want to taste that again, you got to walk another 200 feet. And so he's walking. 200 feet, guess what? He gets the next breadcrumb, right? He gets the next breadcrumb. Next breadcrumb is what? Tastes even better than the other, right?
Yes.
Good morning, miss.
Right, baby.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
All right.
I'm straight today.
You straight today?
Yes.
All right. I just want to make sure you all set. If you all set, then I'm all set.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here we go. So he walks this time 500 feet. 500 feet. Now he noticed this time he has 7 breadcrumbs. And all 7 taste just as better as the first 2 that he tasted before, right? So my man, he's continuing. So he ate those and he's walking, right? He's walking and he got a lot of energy, right? He got a lot of energy, right? Boom. Boom, and he's walking, right? And he's walking, and he's walking, right? And he's walking, and you don't see no breadcrumbs. He just walked 20 miles. Actually, no, it's 16. All right, so I did a calculation, gotcha. All right, so he just walked 3 miles, right? And he noticed, what's good, fam? How's it going? He walked 3 miles. And it smell good though.
Yeah, I'm talking about the shea butter.
Shea butter? I got it for you tomorrow. Yep, I got you on order for it. I got you.
Good.
All right. All right. So he walked 3 miles and he noticed he haven't seen any breadcrumbs, right? So, free salmon and oil fellas, how's it going this morning? So what happens, right? And that's a good example right there. You see that? I'm stopping people. What? Listen, I'm good right now, but guess what? Still smiling, still got the energy. I ain't gave up. You see what I'm saying? I'm still going. So I'm equivalent to that same guy at this moment, right? You all right this morning? You all right this morning? Yeah. All right. So I'm equivalent to that same guy that's been walking 3 miles, right? But guess what? Before I leave the shop, I'm gonna get some sales. You follow me? Gotta have a good attitude, man. All right. So 3 miles. He's like, man, you know, the same thing that comes to everybody's mind that start a business, right? And they start to, you know, see some type of improvement, then sales drop. Business gets slow. It's not, the sales is not as rapid as it used to be, right? So the thought that comes to everybody's mind, like, man, you know what? I don't think this is for me. It's a thought, not to say that you're gonna do that. We human beings, it happens to everybody, right? You see? And so he's walking at 3 miles, right? And so walking at 3 miles, you know what happens? 100 feet before he reaches the 3 mile point, some tell him like, man, just give up, right? Some telling him to give up, right? He didn't know that crumb that he actually tasted 3 miles before he actually got close to the 3 mile point that he's about to reach now. He didn't know the side effect was actually the doubts that will come in his mind that will tell him this ain't for you. It's a test, right? Like medication, side effects, right? Side effects of that crumb, those crumbs that you ate, those 3 miles, guess what? It's a test. Doubts coming in, side effects, doubts coming in your mind, it ain't for you. So you know what? Only the strong survive. So you know what happened? This is what he did. He said, you know what? I'm going to keep going. Even though I didn't see it these 3 miles, something is going to get, right? He walks 100 feet, and guess what? He finds a real big breadcrumb like this big, right here. Now, this is enough that can hold him for a while, right? So what he did was he takes the breadcrumb, he bites it, he's, oh man, it tastes so delicious, right? He eats it, right? And keep in mind, the breadcrumbs, now this breadcrumb here, notice this breadcrumb that he's about to eat now. Not only does it come with a lot of nutrients, but also it has a lot of fluids in it, right? That will hydrate him, right? That keeps him hydrated, right? What I'm saying is, on your path to success, all you got to do is keep going. You will find what you need along the way. You will find what you need. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
All right. You will find what you need along the way. All you got to do is just keep going. Just keep going and you're going to find what you need along the way. Just keep going. All right, here we go. Good morning, miss. How are you? All right. Can I get out street sample when you come back out?
Fine.
All right. So, here we go. So he bites into it and he eats half of it, right? But he caught a lesson from those 3 miles. He said, you know what? There's rainy days sometimes, right? So just in case there's rainy days, you got to be able to put something out. So he ate half of the crumb, the big crumb, and he took half and he put it in his backpack just in case, right? Beautiful. You see the discipline. You see the discipline already along the journey, right? He's halfway there. So as he's on his journey, right, he's continuously going, right? Not knowing that the side effects, there's a certain side effect that come with the next medication that I'm going to talk about. So the next one is another 5 miles, right? Another 5 miles, right? So guess what? 3 miles, right? So he did 3 miles already. That's before the breadcrumb, right? So he did 3, all right? He did 3, and then he did, this is another 5 right now, right? This is another 5 right here that makes 8, okay? So I think I said 16 miles, right? So he got 8 more miles left. So he walks another 5 miles to get another crumb, right? And this crumb right here is not as big as the other one, but it's smaller. But guess what? When he eats this breadcrumb, it gives him everything that he needs. But guess what? This breadcrumb right here, it gives him strong confidence, right? Lots of energy, right? It gives him a swag about himself, right? It gives him a whole lot of potential, right? A whole lot of passion, right? when he eat this crumb, he don't know the side effects of this crumb. The side effects of this crumb, right? People become envious of him. Envious and jealous of him, right? So he eat this crumb and he noticed all of his family members, right, that knew him, watched him growing up. What's good, man? I see you. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. So he's on his way. And all of the family members that he grew up with, you know what? They see his potential and they trying to act like they don't see it. Envy, jealousy 101. Envy, jealousy 101, right? If you see somebody that got potential, man, say, listen, brother, you good at this. Listen, sister, you good at this, right? You're very good at, you know what? I know some people that will help you take your gift to the next level. Here's my number. Give me a call, right? I can put you in a company of these people, and these people will take you to the next level. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of music, right? I'm not a fan of music because as a Muslim, we're really not supposed to listen to music. But if you watch that movie with Biggie, right? Before Biggie actually went to jail, Biggie was already good, right? He was already a good rapper, but he did it as a hobby, right? It was his gift. Well, he can use words, right? He was good at using words. Good morning.
Good morning.
So when he went to jail, they put him in a situation. That's the rock bottom. Peace. So it put him in a position where he was actually rock bottom. He was in jail. He had no other choice but to write. See, if he was still on the streets, he wouldn't be writing. He had to go to jail to start writing, right? So when he got out of jail, he was in jail practicing on his rhymes, right? When he finally got out of prison, he spit some flows, and his homeboys that he was with before, they was like, hold up, man, like, you was cold before, but now, like, you out cold, man. You that deal now. You cold, you sweet, right? So they said, listen, this is what his homeboys on the streets told him that we used to hang with. He said, man, you need to get in the studio. And he was like, how can I do that? He said, listen, I know that knows He cursed, he used the MF. He said, I know MFs that know MFS. You know, in other words, I know people that know people, right? And he directed him to someone who had a studio, and now we know a Biggie beat, but it started just like that. You follow me? Here we go. So they jealous of him, right? They jealous of him. Family members jealous, right? Envious. Good morning. Family members envious of him because they see that he has potential, he has passion, and that he's on to something. His friends, they see he's envious of him, and he's on to something. People that know him, they see that he's on to something. They see he's good at it, and so as a result, you know what happens, right? All it is a side effect of the medication. He needs to know about this in order to be successful. There is not a successful person that is successful except that he is envied by people, right? So you need to know how to deal with envious people. You need to know how to spot it out. One of the signs of a person that's envious of someone, they will always try to act like your gift doesn't exist. Always. They will always try to act as if your gift doesn't exist. And they will never tell you. They will never say congratulations. They will never tell you, right? And they will always they won't reach out to you. They don't want to speak to you. They don't want to deal with you. You haven't done anything wrong to them except for been acting upon your gift. But just because of that, you know what happens? They don't want to deal with you. So what you do is stop chasing after them. No. What they are indirectly telling you is close the door on them. Close the door on them and never open that door again. Don't look for closure. Do not look for closure. Okay? Don't open that door again and just focus on you. Tunnel vision. Stay focused. All right, here we go. Almost done too. So he's still, so he's okay. These are the people that I'm dealing with. Okay, stay away from them. Stay away from them. And so he said, you know what I got to do now? I have to surround myself around people that are, like I was telling the young guys, that are like-minded, that want to see me excel. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Successful people, they welcome passion the moment that they walk in the door. I'll say it again. Am I right or wrong, man? Successful people, they welcome. Successful people, they welcome passion the moment they walk in the door. And what they do is, they will not allow passion to leave out the door until they have properly nurtured that person, until they excel and they go to the next level. They see, successful people, they want you to be successful, right? You got to keep those people out of your circle that do not want you to be successful. And the signs are very obvious. When you're gifted at something, it's very obvious. And the person that doesn't want you to be successful is very obvious. See, when you're going up like this, they're like this, right? And so the more you hang around them, you know what happens? Slowly but surely, they're bringing you down until you're at the point where they are just like this. And you can no longer see the things that they don't see. Why? Because you can see the things that they see right now. Why? Because you're now on their level, and they have actually met their objective. That's what they wanted. They wanted you to be neck to neck with them, so they brought you down. So the reason why they can't see what you don't see is because you're up here. You're up here. If someone is above the clouds and you telling the person down here, do you see what I see? How will they see what you see? Right? Only way they will see what you see is they have to come up there where you are, right? And the reason why they see things how they see things and you don't understand is because you're not down there. You're not down there, right? See things completely different, two different perspectives. All right, so here we go. So he's on the journey. He's walking, right? And it's a 6 mile. So he's walking and he finally get the last crumb. This last crumb. Okay, here we go. Now this one here, top seller for the ladies, is called dime piece. You know what dime piece means, right? Do you? You know? Extremely beautiful woman. Extremely beautiful woman. Now this one right here is going to turn heads right here. Let me rub it on your wrist. Make sure you rub it in. When I first brought that out, I brought it out yesterday. And ladies, they was going crazy over it. This is $7 right here. This bottle right here lasts you 5 months. That's it right there.
Oh, that ain't no sound.
Yeah, you know what? When you put that on and you rub it on your neck, you know what's going to happen? When you walk past people, oh, you smell good. What you got on? Oh, you smell good.
That ain't no sample still. That's
But guess what? After you get so many compliments, you're going to come back and see me. I'm confident about that, all right? All right, you have a great one, all right? All right, here we go. So, he got 6 miles left, but this is his last crumb. So when he eat this crumb right here, this crumb that he eats, right? Since it's the last one, it got to be the best one. When he eat this crumb, watch this. Listen very carefully. The side effects of this crumb. He's looking at the 6 miles, 8 miles. And he said, wow, 8 miles, that's a long way. What's good, fam? And he's wondering like, wow, I did, the other miles, but 8 miles, I know it's a bit challenging. So what he does is when he eats he eats his last crumb. How you doing? You know what happens?
What's the difference in being healthy and losing weight?
He walks 1 mile in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Second mile in 3 seconds. Third mile in 3 seconds. Fourth mile, 3 seconds. Fifth mile, 3 seconds. 6th mile, 3 seconds. How you doing?
all right.
You all right? 7 mile, 3 seconds. All right? 7 mile, 3 seconds. He got 1 more mile left. Guess what? Side effects of the medication, right? Let me break